Let's start with the next concept, that is partial ordering relations, which is called as post ordering relation, a relation which satisfies the reflexive property, antisymmetric property, and then transitive property. So for a particular relation, if you want to check whether it is partial ordering or not, you have to check all these properties. If it is satisfying that properties, then we will say that it is partial ordering relations. The next concept is Hasse diagram. So for normal relations, we have drawn digraphs. Okay. So for partial ordering relation, as I have told you, there are three types of what we say uh, relations: less than equal to, greater than equal to, and divides. So here we need to follow some hierarchy. Okay. So and also it is reflexive, transitive, and antisymmetric. So there will be repetitions of arrows, edges, sorry, in your digraph, so that are removed in Hasse diagram, and accordingly you can have that diagram for the given poset. So Hasse diagram is drawn only for posets, not for a normal relation, not for an equivalence relation. Okay. So let's see what are the rules. So circles are circles are replaced by points. So you'll just have a dot, and next to dot you'll write the name of that dot or that node or that vertex. So suppose if you want to denote 4, so you'll draw a dot and next to that you'll write 4. Okay. Then as it is reflexive, you need not to show self loops. Yeah. So one से one जा रहा है, you're not supposed to show it because it is poset and it has to be reflexive. So explicitly you need not to show it. Okay. Similarly for transitivity, so 1 to 2 is there, 2 to 3 is there. So do not show any age from 1 to 3. If you're drawing 1 to 2 age and 2 to 3 age, it means 1 to 3 is also there. Okay. We will be discussing and then you'll come to know how transitivity is satisfied in that diagram. Okay. So explicitly we will be not representing reflexivity and transitivity. Okay. As we will be not showing, we won't be showing reflexivity, it means antisymmetric property is also not be shown explicitly. Okay. If a vertex A is connected to vertex B by an edge, then the vertex B appears above vertex A. Therefore, the arrow may be omitted from the edges in the Hasse diagram. Okay, this is the most important thing. We don't have arrows in Hasse diagram. It is a simple dot and without arrow solid lines that you will be seen in Hasse diagram. Let's consider this Hasse diagram. Consider set A 4, 5, 6, 7. Let R be the relation less than equal to on A. Draw the directed graph and the Hasse diagram. So right now I am not drawing a directed graph, but you can have directed graph for a given relation irrespective of it is poset or equivalence relation or anything like that. But yes, for explicitly for poset, we draw Hasse diagram. If it is mentioned that it is a poset, then we draw Hasse diagram only. Okay. So this is our relation. So from where you are supposed to start. See, so first we'll draw as we have, okay, consider this as dot. Okay. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 in our set. So you have to start from the very smallest number of your set. Okay, so that is 4. So I'll start from 4. So 4 is written over here. Now I'll check for the relations of 4 with other elements in the relation set. Okay, so 4 to 5 is there. So what I'll do, I'll draw this diagram in upward direction and I'll draw an edge in the upward direction from 4 to 5. Okay, are you getting this? I'll label it 5. You will be always drawing this diagram in upward direction. Okay, now 4 to 5 is done. Let's see 5 to something is there or not. 5 to 6 is there. Okay, there are 2-3 ways you can draw this diagram. The one I am telling you, कि जैसा फ्लो है फॉलो, just go like that, and then remaining pairs you can cross check after drawing, after completing this two. So 4 to 5 we are done. 5 to something is there. Yes, 5 to 6 is there. Let's draw 5 to 6. So this is 5 to 6. Stop me in between in case you are not getting this. Okay. Then 6 to something is there. Yes, 6 to 7 is there. 6 to 7 is there. Yeah. Now we'll check 4 to something is there or not. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7 we have covered all of them. Now let's check 4 to 6 is there. So see, 4 to 6 age is already going through 5. So we need not to draw it explicitly. This is transitivity. Yeah, see here 4 to 5 is there. 5 to 6 is there. It means 4 to 6 is there. See. Can you see this pair? So transitivity is satisfied. So 4 to 5 is there, 5 to 6 is there, it means 4 to 6 is there. One more thing, if the Hasse diagram is given to you, you should be able to find out this set. Okay, because you know the rules, reflexivity, so you'll be adding 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Okay, after that, जो ages दिख रही है properly, explicitly, that pairs you will write down first, and then you'll consider transitivity. Okay, so 4 to 5 is there, 5 to 6 is there, so 4 to 6 is there. Then 4 to 7 is also there. Let's see, 4 to 7 is connected through 5 and 6. Okay, so let's check whether there is any pair which is connecting through 5 and 6 to 4 to 7. So 4 to 5 is there and 5 to 7 is there. It means 4 to 7 is there. So 4 to 6 is there and 6 to 7 is there. It means 4 is connecting to 7 through 6. Okay. So 4 to 7 is there. Now we are done with 4. So this 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, we need not to, what we say, draw self loops over here, nor I have drawn any arrows over here. Okay. So it is poset, it means 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7 is there. Okay. Now next is, we'll check for all pairs of 5 now. 5 to 6 is there. Yes, it is there. 5 to 7. Yes, it is there through 6. See, let's see, 5 to 6 is there and 6 to 7 is there. It means 5 to 7 is there. Okay. Then that's it. 5 to 7 ho gaya. Then 6 to 7, that is the only connection we have. Okay. So we have covered all pairs, and what we have done, we have got this small diagram which is going in upward direction. Okay. Is there any doubt? Should I explain this again? अगर इसका हम ये निकालेंगे डायग्राफ तो ये बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा. 5 to 6 is there. See, then 4 to 6 is there. Then 7 we can have, 5 to 7 is there. 5 to 6 is also there. 4 to 7 is also there. Am I right? See, इतना बड़ा डायग्राफ है, उसको हमने just we have replaced by single line. Yes, and also the self loops. So this was the actual, I mean, proper diagram. Now lattices. So lattices are, you know, kind of posets. They are poset, and where we look for GLB and LUB for every pair. Okay, for any pair, if a GLB and LUB exists, then we say that that diagram or that poset is lattice. Okay, so we have to look for the GLB and LUB of every pair. Okay, so let's see. Now check for the pair A comma B. Okay, so if you want to check for the LUB of this what we say pair, then what you will do? How you will proceed? You will check where they are meeting. Okay, where they are getting joined in upward direction. Okay, So we look for least upper bound. So we will look in the upward direction and we'll see where they are meeting. So here they are getting joined at L. Okay. So what I will say, GLB of this A comma B is L. Sorry, LUB, least upper bound. Okay. इसके ऊपर अगर और एक डायमंड होता तो भी मैं इसी को लीस्ट अपर बाउंड बोलती, बिकॉज दिस इज द लीस्ट ऑफ ऑल अपर बाउंड्स ऑफ ए एंड बी. So if you look at the upper bound of this A and B, this it is not C, because B is not connected to C. So there is no relation between B and C. So we can't say that C is the upper bound of A and B. No. So we have to look where they are getting joined, and that point or that node vertex is called as the least upper bound. Okay, ऐसे भी हो सकता है that A and B are getting connected somewhere else also through any other vertices. Okay, इसके ऊपर भी और कुछ डायग्राम है तो वैसे भी हो सकता है. But then the very first point where they are getting joined is your least upper bound. Okay, and then greatest lower bound is this 0. ठीक है? Can you tell me whether, so what I can say, is it lattice? Now we have checked for only A and B. For AC, can you tell me GLB and LUB? Yeah, tell me. And LUB is?
0.
For A, yeah. A is GLB. Am I right? Greatest lower bound of A and C is A. We are looking for this pair. Am I right? Why we are not going down? Because this C is not connected to. One more thing I forgot to tell you. When you are looking for the relations, like we go in upward direction, A to C hai, C is connected to L, so C to L is also there. But now you can see that in the downward direction, if you come from CA0, then somebody might say that yes, C is also connected to 0. No dear, it is not possible, because this diagram is growing in upward direction. You are not allowed to come down. And because if you say that C comma 0, then you will be contradicting the relation, because this C is greater than 0. Okay, because we always go in upward direction, so C is greater than 0. अगर आप downward direction में आओगे तो आपका relation change हो जाएगा, and it is not possible. So we never come down, we always go in upward direction. So that is why this C is not connected to 0. So we can't go in downward direction. We are just going in upward direction. So when we find GLB and LUB for a pair, which is having direct connection. Okay. Now in case of A and B, there was no direct connection. So what we did, we went in upward direction and we checked where they were getting joined. If they are connected, we can directly go and check whether GLB and LUB is there or not. So for direct connection, there is no point. A is the GLB and C is LUB. Okay. Now, similarly for C and L, we can say that this is the LUB, sorry, greatest lower bound. C is GLB and I is LUB. For B and L, B is GLB and I is LUB. For 0 and A, same thing. This is GLB, this is LUB. For 0 and B, this is GLB and this is LUB. So we have covered. Even for C and B के लिए भी check करो. So for C and B, we don't have any direct connection. So we'll go in upward and downward direction. So now here, C and B, LUB is I and GLB is 0. Okay. So is there any doubt? What about 0 and I? Can someone tell me the GLB of 0 and I? Sorry, L.
GUB is 0 and LUB is I. I.
GLB is 0 and LUB is I or L जो भी है. ठीक है. So we have checked for all possible pairs of this diagram and we could say that every one of them is having GLB and LUB. So this is lattice. And also we are looking for unique GLB and LUB. In case of lattice, we are looking for unique GLB and LUB. The diagram I have told you this thing, it is not lattice. And that is why I have told you that in case of lattices, you won't get, two greatest lower bound or LUB. So we always look for unique GLB and LUB. Now tell me whether this second diagram is lattice or not.
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Yes, ma'am.
Why not?
Ma'am, if we consider A and B, then GUB, no, it will be 0 then.
Okay, can somebody tell me the GLB and LUB of 0 and L?
0 and L.
Now there is a connection in between, which is connecting 0 and L. What will be GLB?
0.
Yeah, and LUB?
L.
No. There are two upper bounds for 0. Am I right? B and L. Yeah, so it will be L. What about A and C? It will be L and 0.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is a lattice. Tell me whether these two diagrams are lattices or not.
No.
Tell me the GLB of B1, B2.
Unique GUB is not possible.
GLB. No.
Yes.
No, for B1, B2, they are not connected. For B1 and A, you can say that B1 is GLB and A is LUB. But B1 and B2 are not connected. So there is no relation between them. Nor they are connected to any other element in downward direction.
So does not exist.
Exactly. So it is not a lattice. For B1, B2, for this pair, we don't have any GLB. Am I right? So this is not a lattice. What about this? Is it a lattice?
No,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Yeah. Also, this is not a lattice. But then, tell me the LUB of B1, B2.
C.
Correct. C. Yeah. See, in B1, B2, what they have said, we have to go in the upward direction. Yeah. For okay, I'll show you the definition. LUB ka. See, if an upper bound of A precedes every other upper bound of A, then it is called supremum. Okay. So here we have upper bound of B1, B2 as C, but uske upar bhi ek hai. So we have two upper bounds here. We have to choose least among them, which is C. Am I right? Tell me whether it is a lattice or not.
No.
No. Why not?
340 and 450 don't have upper.
Correct. Correct.